Learning to make female friends is also understanding that women have female friends. And if a woman thinks that you're a nice guy, if a woman thinks that you are a decent guy, that you have good traits, they're gonna want to recommend you to their friends. And the best way to meet people that leads to long-term success, it's usually meeting people and women through friends. Studies show that those relationships last longer. So if you want to avoid flakes, if you want to avoid random cancellations, if you want women who actually talk to you more and respect you more, because women who you meet on bars and clubs and Tinder and all that kind of stuff, there's a degree of distance between you guys, and so that degree of distance could sometimes mean that they don't give a fuck about how they come across to you because they know they won't see you again. But when they know you through your friends, and you know people they know, they gotta treat you a little bit better, and so they're more consistent. And so you're missing out on that because it means less frustrations when you're dating. So just having female friends, and also just like if you have a girl that you're seeing, like her seeing you have female friends is a confirmation to her that you are a non-threatening guy, that you are the type of guy that a woman wouldn't mind being with because you're not creepy. You manage to make female friends, and as a result, it's almost like having good credit. You know what I'm saying? If a woman is able to be your friend, it means she vouches for you, because women can sense creepiness more than men do, even though they most of the time they're exaggerating. It doesn't matter what we think about that. What matters is what they think. And if they think you're creepy and I don't think you're creepy, what the fuck do you think matters more in terms of you getting a girlfriend? Of course, it's her opinion, dude. You know, so it's kind of you got to learn how to make more female friends in general. And a lot of guys just focus on getting girls, and there's nothing wrong with that. The issue is that a lot of guys just never learn how to turn it off. It's always on full throttle, full poom poom mode, full poom poom getting mode, and there's nothing wrong with that when you're young. But over time, if you're in that type of mindset, you're just not gonna make any female friends, and it's just more attractive. Also, when it comes to getting women in your life and also maintaining them, when they see other women in your life, it naturally makes them like just a tiny bit more competitive, simply because it's just female nature and male nature. So when you see people of your same sex, you're actually a little bit more competitive with them than the opposite sex. Now, I'm not gonna talk about how to make female friends. Generally speaking, to make female friends, bro, you just gotta be a normal dude. Look, don't make sexist jokes, and it sounds like you're filtering yourself, but again, women are just more offended. Like, you will meet your woman who could talk the shit. You know what I'm saying? But most women are not like that. And just because they get offended easily doesn't mean they're not bad people. Like women are nice to hang around. Like as people, they have different senses of humor. So it's kind of like you gotta get around. You gotta learn how to deal with that. Just like women, when they're around men, they gotta learn to deal with the dirty jokes, right? So it's the same thing. And the thing is that, like, society always leans more towards the overly sensitive. In other words, this is not a battle you could win. If you don't filter what you say around certain women when it comes to making them your friends and building a social circle where you could bring women into your social circle, they see your friends. You could bring guy friends into your social circle, they see your friends, they like you more as a result of it. If you don't want to have that simply because you can't filter certain jokes, it's fine. But I'm just saying that you might be pushing some women away simply because you might be coming across as too insensitive, when in reality you're being yourself, but you're just not thinking about how it's coming across to them. All right. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you met them online or in the club to date them, all right, whatever. But if you meet them at work or school and it doesn't work out, stay friends with them. They know people. And also, having friends just makes you more attractive as a person, and having female friends makes you more attractive also. It's just that simple. It's not it's not a sexist or bad type of thing. It's just that having female friends, it's a good thing. It helps you with your relationships, because naturally when you have female friends, your girlfriend's going to be a little bit more vigilant, right? And it kind of keeps a little bit of healthy tension. Now the next one is, now Be careful with this. I'm gonna include this one last. The next one is jewelry, piercings, and tattoos. I've seen it too many times. Having piercings, having tattoos. I don't have tattoos. I have piercings, but no tattoos. And having jewelry just makes you look more attractive. Um, the next one is having a spiritual, being spiritual. That gives you more like a saintly aura, there's too many positive attributions to somebody whom people deem as a spiritual person. Now, it's better that you are, because your demeanor and the way you react to life will expose you to be a fake, right? But unfortunately, people don't look too deep into people's life, right? But in the long run, you will get caught. But if you're somebody that wants to give it off, you just focus on being more spiritual. Go to meditation groups more. And now, it's hard to fake, if I'm being honest with you. This is something that has to come from you. I've always been into that, even to the point that I've been in many different religions, right? So it's always been natural for me. But if it's not natural for you, I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I would just dabble in it, and just say you dabble in it. Like, people just want to know that you have some women particularly just want to know that you have some spiritualness to you. Also, just being into tarot cards, being into all of the horoscopes, crystals, all that kind of stuff, all of that metaphysical type of stuff. If you believe that, it just will benefit you, and women like that more. The next one is being a leader. This is not controversial, but just being a leader is attractive. The next one is silence and reservedness. If you're not a charismatic person, just be silent. There's a lot of charisma in silence. There's a lot of confidence in silence. And if you're comfortable in being in silence, like, I went to a party a few times and I've seen very quiet people, guys, that at the end of the night, a girl comes up to them and says, "Hey, I didn't get to know you. I didn't get to talk to you." Being silent and being okay with it, you're not a weird person. It just means you're different and you're comfortable with being different. Like, just don't be uncomfortable with your reserved nature. Women will find that attractive. What you don't want to do is be reserved and try to not be reserved, because then you're going to look like a try hard, and that is embarrassing. The next one is letting women help you. If you're somebody, if you like women, like, I remember one time I had a girl who, she was just a friend of mine, but I needed to go to the doctors, and I didn't have anybody. Long story short, I needed somebody to help me get back home, because I was put under the for a tooth thing, so they put me to sleep. She helped me. She took me back home. She made me soup, and she told me that after that, she actually started to fall in love with me, because she helped me, right? There's something about letting a woman help you, being vulnerable and letting her help you. Let's just say you're going through depression and you don't want to tell the girl that you're going through it. If you tell her, she's going to help you. She's going to want to help you. But what you don't understand is that when she tries to help you, she's getting emotionally invested. And sometimes they end up falling in love with you, and if you don't open up, you're missing out on an opportunity. The next one is activities that have women in it. Like, for example, dance class, being part of a hip hop group, being part of a dancing school, being part of a skate school, anything with women, being part of the theater group, being part of a jam session. As long as hiking, I don't care. If women are in it and you do it, and there's more women than men, just simply because you're one of the few men, you're just more attractive. It is the simultaneous contrast. You're the most masculine man in that, because it's only women, and because there's no context, or there's very few context to compare you to other more attractive men. By contrast, you're gonna look more attractive. It's like, put a bunch of black people and put me around a bunch of people that look like Wesley Snipes, and I'm fucking Casper. Put me around the fucking a white family, the Clintons, and I look like Wesley Snipes compared to them, right? Dark is relative. Same with this, right? Masculinity is relative. If you're the only man, but you're a super feminine man, but you're the only man, you're going to be masculine, and the women are going to want to be with you eventually. Yeah.
All right, people, if you guys enjoy that type of content, if you guys want to work with me one-on-one and you guys have some situations you guys want me to answer, maybe somebody's playing you, maybe somebody doesn't like you, maybe you want to make somebody like you, maybe you want to tell me your situation and see what I think, you guys can click on the description down below and purchase a one-on-one phone coaching call with me that is completely confidential and nobody knows about it. And there I'll be able to give you my personal opinion about your situation. And at the end of the day, when you work with me, you're gonna get answers, all right? The point is that you're not gonna waste your time. If you guys want to do that, click on the description down below. Those are the one-on-one private confidential phone calls. And if you guys want to be able to, for me to answer your questions, like you see in my videos where I answer questions, you guys can book an email coaching session, which is more affordable, and you guys can change things around, and nobody will know it's you. And there you'll be able to get a one-on-one type of coaching, and I'll be able to post it on YouTube. And the beauty about it is that nobody finds out because you could just change your name, people. You say you're in China, I'm gonna say you're in Australia. Nobody's gonna find out, people. Now, I wanna make it clear. The private one-on-one phone call are private, confidential. The email coaching calls, as you guys can see, are things that I post on YouTube. They're more affordable and they let me post a video on it. As long as you change things around, nobody will know it's you. So don't be shy, man. I love working with people, and at the end of the day, it's my passion to help people. You guys have no idea how happy this makes me to be able to help you guys at an individual basis. And at the end of the day, you're gonna get my honest advice. A lot of people bullshit you just to bring you back as a customer. If you guys are looking for that honest advice, this is the guy for you. Okay? See you guys.